Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another scents from a hat. And if you're watching this video, if you clicked on it, you already know what the hat shows. But if not, then let's talk a little bit about our little hat right here. First, hi, my name is Kristin. I run this channel called Beauty Meow. It's a primary fragrance related channel where we do reviews, discussions, chit chats, and the like. So if you like that type of content, make sure to subscribe. Now, Scents from a Hat is the kind of fun, quirky, just innocent top 10 random list. We let RNGesus decide who and what and how. What kind of top 10 list, I guess, is the best way to put it. There's a lot of recommendation videos within the fragrance community, top 10 lists for summer, top 10 for winter, best niche, best designer, and I love those videos. I think they're great resources to learn a little bit about the reviewers and to give you guys an insight on what, you know, people like, and they're always a lot of fun. But there's a lot of the same top 10 lists over and over. And so I thought it would be fun to kind of randomly have some scenarios and adjectives here and kind of do my own top 10 list. And first things first, this is not to be taken seriously. Please do not take these videos seriously. I will have all my previous Scents from a Hat videos linked below. We have things like gross fragrances for spring, slippery fragrances for holiday parties, manly fragrances to social distance at the grocery store. I mean, they are just stupid fun, and don't for a second think that it's serious. I do, however, take the video seriously when I film them and when I choose, but these videos are not to be taken seriously. Please do not take them seriously. So first things first, this is the hat. It's an old hat I used to wear. It does have kitty ears. You may judge me, that is fine. And so the first things first is I'm going to put the adjectives in here, and then we're going to do the scenarios, and then we're going to pick a top 10 list. Every time I do these videos, whatever I choose is removed from the hat, and I always ask you guys for recommendations on what you would like to see on the hat. And I do take your recommendations and I do put them in the hat. So the first thing is going to be this is the adjective. Like I said, we've had gross, slippery, delicious. Got it right here. Got a hair on it, lovely, perfect. So we have top 10 perfect. So far this seems like it'll be an easy video. It depends on what scenario comes up. Okay, so I have the scenarios and we're going to choose, and it's going to be, again, I just want you to see that it's random. I'm not just, you know, looking at you guys, trying to make eye contact. Oh, okay. So to go to an interview. All right. So top 10 perfect fragrances to go to an interview. This will not be one of those videos. All right, I'm gonna spend some time picking these out and then I'll get right back to you. All right, I'm back and I chose the 10 scents. This was fairly easy, but I am going to kind of let you guys know about my thought process when it came down to choosing a perfect fragrance to go to an interview. First things first is you want to be confident. You want to go into the interview feeling like you're gonna nail it. And so I wanted to have confident boosting fragrances, uplifting scents that are refreshing and then just put you into good spirits. For some people, they want to smell a little bit sexy. For some people, they want to smell a little bit more effervescent, light, and aromatic. So I have a variety of different fragrances. Also, all of these fragrances are generally very easy to understand. There's nothing crazy, challenging, unique, avant-garde. They're just very easy grab scents. So not only do they smell really good and perform really good, they're also just crowd-pleasing mainstream scents. You don't want to completely overwhelm the person that you're going to interview with, the interviewer, you as the interviewee. You want to kind of be in your element, be confident, but not be overtly stimulating, specifically with scent. If you go into an interview and you reek, I don't think that the person giving the interview is going to have a very good first impression. I'm not saying that it could perchance make you not get the job, but we always want to know that we're putting our best foot forward. So these are also complementary fragrances as well. Now, again, these are very easy fragrances. The first one is one of my most worn scents. As you can see, it's pretty empty. In fact, I'm wearing this today paired with Versace Versense. I can never say the word. It's this little guy right here. That one, I can never say that name right. I don't know why Versace has such weird names for some of their fragrances. This, and it doesn't have to be Escentric Molecule 1. There are so many inexpensive dupes of Molecule 1 out there, but I think that smelling like this, like ISOE Super, there's just something about it that I find to be so attractive, so confident, and so easy. It's very aromatic, it's woody, it's not crazy oppressive, but at the same time it's very distinctive. And I think this kind of fragrance would work really well to make a first impression at an interview. I myself prefer Escentric Molecules, but like I said, you can use any dupe for this. Any ISOE Super inexpensive mist that you either make yourself or find someplace else would definitely hit the same spot and scratch the same itch, so to speak. So these next three groups are three different fragrances, or three different groups with three different fragrances. There we go. And my method behind my madness for these guys is one's going to be kind of more semi-masculine aromatic leaning fragrances, and then we have more fresh fragrances. Again, these are the uplifting ones, the ones that put a little jazz in your step and just kind of really fuel those spirit fingers. And then the last three are going to be feminine leaning fragrances. But again, anyone can wear whatever you want. The first one, in the more aromatic masculine leaning sense, we have Vetiver from Guerlain. This is so underappreciated. I love it. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with my channel, I love Vetiver. It is such a good note, and I love smelling it. My favorite is obviously Sycamore from Chanel, the Eau de Toilette. I do very much love Encre Noir, but for a wearable, everyday, just fantastic scent, you cannot go wrong with this. No way. This is one that'll give you a boost in your confidence. It's very attractive, it's unique and distinctive, but it's still very wearable. And this is the way I kind of imagine like a young adult kind of entering the workforce, going to apply for that job that's going to kickstart their career. This is kind of like how I imagine they would smell, a young professional, like at the beginning of their game. I just love the way that this smells. It's so good. There are flankers to this, and they're fantastic. I don't own them. I need to get them, but the original is just really great. Now, one of my most favorite fragrances, and this made my more recent top 10 fragrances for the workforce. I'll link that video below, and if I have any reviews of any of these fragrances, I will link them below too. We have Histories des Parfums, $18.99. I am so ridiculously in love with this scent. I wear it a lot, but I don't overspray it. It's like a one spray kind of scent for me, I've noticed. But this is just such a sexy, confident, empowering fragrance that smells enticing and just like you kind of know what you're doing. It smells slightly chestnutty, a little bit nutty, slightly warm and sweet from the vanilla in there, and then there's this gorgeous just pepper note. It is so good, so good. I'm obsessed with this fragrance, so definitely recommend Histories des Parfums, $18.99. And the last one is a slightly newer fragrance to my collection, but this is one that I've really been enjoying a lot. It's Bois 1920. This is Dolce di Giorno. This fragrance is a gorgeous kind of like, it opens with a lot of wood, specifically cedar in the opening, and this beautiful kind of pepper, cinnamon just blast. And then it kind of cools off and rounds off with more woods, a little bit of a prune note in there for a little bit of fruitiness, and some gorgeous aromatics of cardamom and thyme. I really enjoy this fragrance a lot. If you like peppery fragrances, if you want to have, again, kind of more of a kind of confidence and a little bit more power in your step, I think this would be a great fragrance to wear to an interview. It smells different, distinctive, but at the same time, it's just, there's something really approachable about it too. I think in most cases, for just a general rule of thumb, if you're unsure of the type of fragrance to wear, in a lot of cases, freshies, citrusy, light, effervescent scents are very, very smart choices, especially in an environment where you might be nervous or sweaty, or you're unsure if the person that you're meeting and getting an interview from, maybe they have an extreme sensitivity to scents. There's something very easy and approachable and mainstream appealing, but still in a very beautiful way, about citrus fragrances. So the first one is from Nishane. This is Wulong Cha. This is a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful, tea fragrance, and there's just something about the way that this smells. It smells so confident and sexy and uplifting. These are more of the uplifting fragrances. I do like this one a lot. This was just one I've been wanting for a long time. Finally got it. Fantastic scent. I love the House of Nishane in general. Now, the one that probably, in my opinion, would make the best impression in regards to how it smells, how it performs, it's unique, distinctive, but still very wearable, very confident, very attractive, is from the House of Francis Kurkdjian, and it's Aqua Universalis Forte. This fragrance specifically is very bright, very appealing, very crisp, very uplifting, and there's something about it that's just, again, very attractive. I mean, if you're familiar with my channel, you know what this scent means to me. This scent means a lot to me. But just as a workhorse fragrance, this is amazing. As an everyday, easy grab scent that smells special and elevated and confident, this would probably be one of the best ones out of all of these fragrances to wear to an interview. And again, if you want to smell a little bit different but still have that fresh, zesty citrus, overt from Gallagher fragrances, I adore. I love this fragrance. I had a smaller bottle of it. Gallagher sent it to me as a gift, and I fell in love with it, and my mom fell in love with it, so I gave her, we swapped the small bottle, and I purchased the large bottle. So this was purchased. I do love this. This has a fantastic mandarin note in there, which I think is so smart. Makes it so bright, semi-pithy, and again, that pithy bitterness of that citrus works so smartly with everything else. It is a great fragrance to wear to boost your confidence, to uplift your spirits, to kind of give you, again, that little get up and go kind of mentality, especially if you're going into an interview environment and you need that confidence and you're unsure of how the interview is going to go. It's a great fragrance to wear to kind of boost your morale. Last and certainly not least are going to be the more feminine leaning fragrances. As always, fragrance is genderless. You can wear whatever you like, but some fragrances that smell a specific way or have specific dominant notes or compositions tend to be marketed to men on the men's fragrance side of the fragrance counter, and then there's the ones that are kind of more feminine leaning that are marketed towards women. That's what these are, but that does not mean you have to be a lady to wear them. You can wear whatever you want. The first one is going to be like the dumb grab. If you are looking, you want to smell beautiful, easy, approachable, confident, attractive, a very mainstream fragrance that a lot of people like. It's just a great fragrance to have in any like professional rotation, in my opinion. And it's from Lancôme, and it's La Vie Est Belle. Now there's flankers to this. I love the flankers to this. I do really like this fragrance. It is a fantastic workhorse of a scent, and I think generally this is probably going to be a scent you're going to smell a lot in the workforce. Like if there's a lot of people around you that wear perfumes or fragrances, you're probably going to smell that at some point. Something about this fragrance that I think smells very attractive, very confident, and at the same time I think is work appropriate. So I think this is the type of fragrance if you want to smell sexy and just not different but approachable, but very alluring. Like there's something about La Vie Est Belle that I just find to be so magnificent. It is an everyday fragrance. It is one of those scents that you will probably, if you go out and about, at some point in your week, you'll smell somebody wearing it. It is a very popular fragrance. But what I like about La Vie Est Belle is there's a beauty to it, there's a sophistication to it, and there's an easy wearability to it. But I think that slight sophistication will give you that kind of confidence boost for interview settings. Also wear it at the night out after you celebrate getting your job. It's a great signature scent, great fragrance to invest in if you like designer fragrances and you want something that's has a lot of versatility to it. The next one to me is probably not the most challenging fragrance in all of these guys, but it is more on the sexy side. This is more of a confidence boosting fragrance in my opinion, and it's Erin Tangier Vanille. This is a beautiful, rich and dense vanilla, but it's got a slight salty note to it and like kind of a creamy powderiness to it. It's a little different, and in the opening, I am not gonna lie, it kind of smells like Play-Doh because that saltiness with that vanilla kind of gives me Play-Doh vibes, but you have to let it dry down on your skin and it just smells so fantastic. It's such a great scent. This is one that I've enjoyed wearing. I've had in my collection for a while. I wear it from time to time, and I have worn this specifically in professional settings to meet with clients and worn to work, and I have gotten a lot of compliments on this, believe it or not. And I just think it's such a great fragrance, but you have to like salty notes in there, but I really like the salty vanilla in here. It's a little bit different, but it's still an easy scent to wear. And probably one of the easiest fragrances to wear in this entire lineup is from Christian Dior. It's Miss Dior Rose in Roses. This is just, again, one of those easy grabs. You want to smell pretty, you want to smell attractive, you want to add an effervescent, uplifting quality to the experience of kind of hyping yourself up to go to the interview and getting the interview done and leaving with just that confidence. And there's just something really beautiful and feminine about this scent, but it's also very uplifting. And I think this is the type of fragrance that's more complimentary and puts people at ease, but still at the same time smells really pretty. And I think this is a great fragrance if you like more gentle fragrances, if you like more sparkly florals, if you prefer more rosy, floral, fruity fragrances, but you want something light that's not going to kind of overpower or overstimulate your interviewer. It's a great scent to wear, and it's, again, another beautiful scent to have in your collection. That's it, guys. That is, there we go. If you're new to my channel, hi, I don't know how to say words. I'm really bad at it. Welcome. That is the list, the scents from a hat. 10 perfect fragrances to wear to a job interview. And the reason why I chose these, again, is their wearability, they're uplifting, they smell really good, they're attractive and confident. I know I used a lot of attractive, confident, uplifting, easy scents, but for me, like when you go into an interview, one of the most important things you can have is a confidence, is knowing that you've got this, you know, kind of taking control of the interview and basically like putting your best foot forward. Being attractive has less to do with like stimulating and enticing and just more about kind of, again, putting your best foot forward. You're going to go to an interview probably with a fresh pressed shirt. You're probably going to do your hair, put, you know, a little bit more thought in how you look than you would any other day because you're trying to make a good first impression. You're not trying to stimulate or woo your interviewer, but you want to let them know that you care about yourself. And I think having attractive fragrances helps with that. I'm not saying that it is necessary or that if you do or don't wear attractive fragrances, you don't care about yourself. Absolutely not. But for making a good impression, it's nice to kind of have that attractive fragrance that kind of puts the interviewer at ease and kind of lets them know this person cares, just like you would want to wear clean clothes and brush your hair and, you know, wash your face and just whatever you would need to do to present yourself, because you're selling yourself. You're selling yourself, you know, as, you know, I want you to buy me. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like you're going into an interview and you're trying to get this job. You're trying to land in this career, this job, this position, and you want the interviewer to know that you're worth it. And a lot of times looks matter, and so you might have to dress up a little bit more. Maybe you don't tuck in your shirt or wear a tie, or maybe you're not like the type of girl that likes to wear like pantsuits, or I mean, some interviews could even be way more casual these days with like startups and more laid back tech companies, who knows? But I think putting a good foot forward if you are looking for fragrances would be attractive, easy to understand scents. And that's kind of like what I mean, and I'm talking in circles. So that's why I used a lot of confidence and attractive kind of things like that. And uplifting if you're nervous to just kind of calm you down and make you realize that you got this. So I'm gonna end this video here before I talk in more circles. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I look down a lot, it's because my lights are flickering on the bottles and I am a goldfish and I am easily distracted. So I'm trying to get better at that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you guys agree with my picks? Let me know in the comment section below. Or what other fun, quirky, silly things would you like to see in a hat? Let me know scenarios, adjectives. Just go wild below. I will definitely add them and maybe they will be part of another Sense from a Hat video. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next time. Bye.